Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra April 3, 2022. This morning might find you sitting motionless, like a stick in the mud. People might be getting down on you for not adding your share of peas to the pot, but tell them to hold their horses. By the time nightfall comes around, you will be rearing to go. The catalyst to your jumpstart may be coming from an outside source. Be on the lookout for a challenge. Someone might be rattling your cage a bit too much, so be patient and don't take it too personally. Some intense and revealing communications with a close friend or lover may reveal wonderful new things about your relationship. Perhaps you have more in common than you thought you did. Perhaps fears and insecurities that you had about the relationship prove groundless. As a result, the two of you could grow closer together and discover a new mutual sense of purpose. Enjoy the positive feelings that come your way and have a great day together. You may get frustrated when you find that people who have taken shortcuts are gaining on your position. You believe that hard work is necessary in order to get where you need to go, and you aren't afraid to put in the blood and sweat that is necessary to be successful. You have planned well and you are right on track. Try not to get upset or jealous because of those who have taken the easy route. Even though it may seem that they are gaining on you, the truth is that you are light years ahead. Some kind of unexpected shakeup could take place today, and you could find yourself suddenly being offered more money or responsibilities. This might be just the break you've been waiting for, but it could take you so much by surprise that you might ask for time to think about it. Don't think for too long, however, because they might give the break to someone else. Use this time to renew contacts with your family. They will be pleased, and you might even be able to resolve old conflicts as a mediator or by taking the first step to clear matters up. The constellation is favorable for burying the hatchet once and for all. Someone needs to hear your take on their life even if they think they aren't ready. You don't have to overwhelm them with tips and advice, but you can at least show them that there's more than one side to the story. In touch with your emotions, you are fortunate to be so clear about your feelings, which helps you decide exactly what to do. Whether you are looking for casual dates or interested in starting a more serious relationship, you make the right choice. Start planning how best to pursue your own happiness. Your mind is surprisingly clear today, and you will find that your thinking fits right in line with what your ego has set out to accomplish. The key for you is to let your emotions speak out. Take charge and allow yourself to go after the things you want. While the last couple days have been spent in more of a contemplative mood, these next 2 days should be spent in a more action-orientated mood. Take care not to be deceived today. With a vibration in the air, you are more likely to take things at face value, rather than checking them out first. Take extra precautions, especially when it comes to contracts and other formal documents. Read the small print, and if the other person rushes you to the point where this is difficult or impossible, you might want to hold off. Listen to your deepest instincts. Better to be safe than sorry. A heightened level of intuition and understanding of others might catapult you into being the center of attention at a gathering of friends. Knowledge combines with experience today to result in wisdom, and insights could lead to more efficient ways of doing things. You'll probably pass this on to others, especially since more than one person could ask you for insights into their particular situation at this time. Don't forget your sense of humor. Life is serious enough. Just having Mercury, the planet of communication, in your sector of friendship, teamwork, and networking during yesterday's new moon was an advantage, but today this goes one step further. With the moon still here and with an intuitive read on people and situations, an alignment between the Sun and Mercury allows you to capitalize on the momentum that yesterday's new moon has created and the opportunity this has brought to draw a new line in the sand. Heading into the weekend, there will always be a call to embrace the weekend spirit, but coming up what you have is Venus and Mars, the planets of love and passions, last weekend in an adventurous part of your chart. While no longer aligned, they are still working as a team to bring a mix of romance, passion, and adventure together. Our eyes in the sky. The Aries moon forms an unbalanced aspect to action planet Mars this morning, so getting out of bed when your alarm goes off could be challenging. Thanks to a harsh aspect between Luna and Venus, you might feel weighed down or like you didn't get enough sleep last night. Try to get in some light exercise before heading to work, and avoid grabbing that extra cup of coffee. It could lead to a case of the jitters. A harsh connection between the Sun and Jupiter creates a cerebral vibe that could get the better of you, making it important that you ground yourself and focus on your breath throughout the day. Should you begin to feel overwhelmed, give yourself permission to step back and take a time out, if only for a few minutes. Luckily, the Sun receives some aid from transformative Pluto, which should help you release any unpleasant thoughts or situations that find their way to you. Watch out for breakdowns in communication when the moon shares an off-kilter connection with communicative Mercury this afternoon. Choose your words wisely while this energy is present, and avoid getting sucked into gossip that doesn't concern you. As the day comes to a close, be mindful that you're taking a proactive approach to settling in for the evening. The Aries lunar placement can sometimes lead to insomnia or restless sleep. Just after midnight, Venus in Capricorn squares Chiron in Aries, highlighting insecurities within relationships. Too much of a focus on the optical success or failure of a union can trump the valuable lessons we might learn from holding space for each other as individuals and cherishing what makes us unique and special. We may feel unseen, or at worst, ashamed, of who we are in our partnerships, potentially putting our ambitions on the back burner to prioritize mutual concerns. However, it is our individuality that drew our partners to us in the first place, and so in absence of this, all parties feel depleted, and resentments arise. Healing is possible now, but only by identifying that we feel abandoned in our relationships because we have really abandoned ourselves. Before noon, the Scorpio Sun squares Jupiter in Aquarius. We feel powerful and generous now, desirous of progress that will benefit not only ourselves, but our communities at large. However, hubris can be our downfall, creating the expectation that any plan we set in motion will be too big to fail. We might finance a cause, sign contracts, or agree to sponsor a big deal to get the ball rolling, only later to realize that we have attached our name to something that requires much more work to become legitimate. As a result, we are on the hook, required to give even more than we anticipated, making us wish that we had not invested at all. Something that seemed like a lucky break is now our albatross. If there must be an abundance of anything today, make it an abundance of caution.